This is Zvezda's new 15mm kit, the German Ferdinand heavy tank destroyer. This vehicle was a tank destroyer built on the chassis of Ferdinand Porsche's unsuccessful prototype for the Tiger tank. Porsche had already built about 100 chassis for their unsuccessful hybrid petrol-electric design, and it was decided to use 91 of them as a basis for a heavy tank destroyer. They were converted in early 1943. The Ferdinand mounted the powerful 8.8cm Pak 43 L71 gun and was intended to destroy enemy tanks before they could get into range to deliver return fire. It replaced the lighter Marder II and Marder III tank destroyers based on the light Panzer 38T chassis. Let's open the kit up. The Zvezda kit contains 2 sprues of light grey plastic. One sprue has the hull, tracks and running gear. The other has the superstructure and the 8.8cm gun and mantlet. The kit only contains the sprues. The usual instruction sheet is missing, replaced with an assembly guide printed on the back of the box. There is also no Art of Tactic card. Zvezda have obviously given up packaging these in with the kits. As with all of these kits, it is engineered as a snap-fit kit, so it is a little over-engineered. Let's start with the lower hull. I apologise that this is out of focus. The camera seems to have liked the box art and isn't showing the closer parts in focus. I hope you get the idea of the assembly from these shots anyway, what you can see of it past my fat fingers. Next come the tracks. Tracks are one-piece units with track and road wheels together. The track detail is necessarily simplified because of the one-piece casting and are just simple bars without any track detail. The track pieces fit onto a spine piece, and this is then attached to the hull. There are angled pieces in the spine and hull to ensure the track assemblies go in the right way. Next I'll assemble the superstructure and upper hull. The sprue attachment points here are close to some surface detail on the superstructure, so go carefully here. There is no reason why these should be close to the detail. There's plenty of blank places where these could have been easier to cut and sand smooth. To add the raised rivet detail of the armour, there's a separate hull front piece in front of the driver's position. This has 2 locating pins and fits into place nicely without leaving any noticeable gaps or ridges. The next assembly is the gun and gun mantlet. There's a pin in the mantlet to make sure it fits snugly into the upper hull piece. There is also a half-moon slot to make sure the gun goes into the mantlet the right way round. Once the gun is on, the superstructure can be attached. The final assembly is to join the upper and lower hull pieces. With only 11 pieces, this Ferdinand is a quick build, unlike the Zvezda M3 Lee with its complex multiple hull pieces. So here is the completed Ferdinand. There is some good detail here, like the interlocking armour joints that were a feature of German armour. This is where the sprue gates are placed close to detail on the superstructure. Just be careful cutting and sanding near these areas to preserve the raised detail. So this is another great addition to the Zvezda 15mm range, and it's an unusual subject. The track detail is a bit disappointing, but the detail on the rest of the kit is great. It's a quick and simple build which will add some serious long-range anti-tank firepower to your forces. Just remember, the Ferdinand had no defensive armament, so they have no way of stopping infantry tank hunter teams. In late 1943, surviving Ferdinands were modified to add extra armour and an MG-34 as defensive armament, and the modified vehicles were rechristened Elephant.